And we're about 5 miles northwest of downtown Tampa at beautiful Raymond James Stadium near Florida's Gulf Coast. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Green Bay Packers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Let's take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Ready? Blue ready.
44 to Mike.
Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Out, 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 out. Let's go.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. He's got a first down past the 30. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. It's a gain of 34. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercise before this one, and they're paying off.
That good for 22 and a first down. Boy, some big runs here, Charles, already in this first quarter.
Yeah, if the lanes are there, go ahead and exploit them. But what I like the most, how decisive he is, putting his foot in the ground and going.
They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. They find some open field here. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. T.J. Logan, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. A 3-play. That was quick.
We always talk about offenses understanding what they want to do before they go into a game, and they practice it. They have their script and the plays they want to open with. But defenses aren't just reactive. They have their own ideas as well. These ideas didn't get implemented very well. 3 plays and a touchdown already scored against them.
And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw is Rodgers. Going to throw again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Devin White make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. On 3rd and long, It's Rodgers. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's fourth down.
Check 26, check 26. Twist.
They'll go with Jones. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Winston, a handoff. This is Jones. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And to the 49-yard line, but no further. And obviously, he is well short of the first. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. Loosened up defense, going to pass coverage. Instead, maybe they surprised them a little bit running the ball, yet they rallied to it and stopped them well short of a 1st down.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that...
And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Packers. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 84 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
It's a gain of 16. 1st down, Tampa Bay. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Jameis to throw it. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Winston under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Slipping into the backfield for the sack was Oren Burks. These 2 teams all tied after 1.
Check. Hey, they scared. Check nickel. Hey, 5 on the 50. 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 Mike's forward. Hey, watch the slant.
On 3rd down, Winston. And the pressure pressure gets to him again.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
A good return there, 17 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Check, check. Lucky.
Rodgers now on first down. He completes it to Jones. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard.
It's a gain of 9.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Check. Cross. 50. Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mic. Watch the curl.
Now it's Rodgers. And he'll find Hall. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Rodgers now to throw again. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. And again, it's Rodgers. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Devin White in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Just short, no good, and this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. Was a kicker from that distance, 56, 57 yards. So many things you got to worry about, but I am a little surprised he didn't get it there.
Yeah, with the way kickers are nowadays, we're surprised anything under 65 that it doesn't get at least to the crossbar. But remember this, you have to drive it a little bit lower in order to make that distance, and you also have to be worried about the interior rush that they can get their hands on it. So that's why those stronger kickers nowadays who can pop it up in the air and still travel and carry it, that's who you're looking for.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Ready. White 25. 44. Green 17. Check.
They'll run on first down. Logan. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. To throw is Winston. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Big O.J. Howard, his intended target. But it'll be second and goal. They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal. They run with Logan. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down. Now from back at the 9 after that last play, this is third and goal. Here's Winston. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Cameron Brate, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bucs have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Rodgers now on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Well, we've seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half. Unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it with
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I'd file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on third and long. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. That's pulled in at the 32. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
At their own 48-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get to field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything. You're trying to get the ball in position to at least get 3. They've got a great shot to do it right here.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
44, Mike, 49.
Winston now. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field.
To throw, Winston. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Intended for Scott Miller. Incomplete. It leads to second and 10.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
Man, I got wait. He's flipping. He's checking.
Now Winston. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And Gay knocks this one through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40.
At their own 39-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Check four. Check the backer.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty good. Now look out. Rodgers lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10. At their own 22-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Here's Rodgers. His throw incomplete. There on the coverage, knocking that one away was Mike Edwards.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. 13 yards, first down, Packers. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Hey, Delta.
Rodgers again now. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll make it second and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a third and goal. Here's Jones. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. Fourth down now after a loss of 2. Can this defense hold him out? Here we go now. Fourth and goal from the 2. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is now 24. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
You think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
A gain of 15. First down, Packers.
Rodgers now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's first and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Throwing right, and that's complete. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. Rodgers now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's first and 10. Rodgers to throw once more. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Rodgers will try again on second down. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And they will set up sharp at their own 41-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like...
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones his second touchdown of the afternoon as his guys continue to pour it on. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
This will be taken very short.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
At their own 18-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Rodgers, 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down.
Now, that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Hey, box drop. Over.
Now Rodgers throwing again. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5.
Hey, you block over here. Buzz.
From the gun, Rodgers. Going to throw right side here, complete.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
On first down, Rodgers. Well, these guys are going to have the football back as the 3rd quarter comes to an end. Back now in Tampa. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. They're going to try for it on 4th. Winston stays out there. Winston to throw for it on 4th. And this is incomplete. Bruce Arians takes a shot there, but his guys come up empty. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again. Rodgers. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Working from the gun. Rodgers. Throwing right, and that's complete. 13 yards, 1st down, Packers.
Number 16.
Hey, high 7.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. Going to throw right side here, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 13 yards, 1st down, Packers.
Not too many teams will use a 1st-round pick on a tight end, so you know that when one does, he's got to be pretty darn special.
A small example of why they took him in the 1st round there. Nice little catch and run to get the good yardage. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Here's Rodgers. From the gun, he'll throw. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. So he got 9 yards that time, but he needed 10, and it brings up 4th and 1.
A gain of 9 on the play, but it brings up 4th down.
They come out here in the eye. And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. Here we go with Williams. And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And that will force a turnover on downs. On 1st down, it's Jones. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5. They'll go again to Jones. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The Bucks on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Bring it. Bring it. Begin. Easy.
On 3rd down, Jones. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the 1st half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive. It's been a struggle all game for them on offense. This was a chance to maybe provide a little bit of a spark with a punt return. Unfortunately, that spark got doused.
Yeah, and you call special teams the 3rd phase, but you see here it can be the 1st phase sometimes.
That is so true, right? It can ignite it one way or the other, and boy, that didn't help them at all.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Go to 50. Go to 52. Watch 52.
To throw is Rodgers. Going to throw again. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. picked off by Levante David. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Mike spoke, man out, man out, man out, man out. SOS. Sonic. SOS.
Again, it's Jones. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Ready. You ready. 44 to Mike. You're not ready. You're not ready. Let's go.
On third down, Winston. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there of 22.
Ready? Move away. I can't believe they even... 44 to Mike. 44 to Mike. Check.
Winston here to throw. Open man is Howard, the tight end. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
That's another Buccaneers first down. First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. Jameis to throw it. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for the Buccaneers, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-5. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for the Packers, it's going to all but eliminate them from the playoff picture as they fall to 5-8. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver, I'm a believer.